Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to be doing a really fun in the hoop project. I'm going to be making shrimp for a pretend play kitchen set. It's a super easy fun project. We are going to be stuffing the little shrimp while it's in the hoop. So let's get started with the project. If this is the first time that we're meeting, my name is Mary with Sewing for Madison. My passion is crafting and helping others learn how easy and fun it can be. Let's go over the supplies that we'll need for today's project. I have my Brother PE 770. I'll be using my 5x7 hoop today. I've hooped one layer of cutaway stabilizer in the medium weight. I have 2 pieces of white felt, and then my variety of scissors that we'll need, a dowel rod which will help us stuff the little shrimp, and then of course my threads and my tapes. So let's get started. The first step in our project today is to put our hoop into our machine, and then our first piece of felt. The first step in this stitch out is the outline of the shrimp. Okay, the second part of our design is going to be the lines that are on our shrimp. Okay, the next part of our design is to put our back piece of the shrimp on. And I'm just going to go ahead and trim my top strings right now. It'll be a little easier. Okay, and then I'm going to tape the back side of the felt, and here I'm going to change out my bottom thread. When you're doing an in the hoop project and you can see your project from both sides, you need to change your bobbin thread out to match your top color. It gives it a nice, easy, finished look. Okay, now it's time to stuff our shrimp. Trim these 2 little strings. And you don't need to stuff it with very much stuffing. So here I'm just using a poly stuffing. My dowel rod here. Start out with a little tiny bit, and I'm going to stuff the tail part first. See why you need a dowel rod? I can't quite get my finger in this little tiny design. Okay, that should do it. I'm just going to retape this little edge down. Okay, and let's seal that up. Alright, so this next part is important. You need to cut off, if you're using a full sheet like I am, you need to cut off around this bottom as we do the next shrimp. Otherwise, you're going to sew right through your back piece of fabric. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, it's time to put our back piece back on and switch our bobbin threads. And before I switch that out, I'm going to trim these top strings. Okay. All right, we'll tape this piece back on. Okay, now we're ready to go again. Okay, now it's time to stuff our design, and we're going to do it just like we did the top one. Again, you just need a little tiny bit of stuffing. Stuff the other side here. Okay, and then I want to retape that down. Okay, and let's close it up. Alright, now remember, before you stitch out that third shrimp, you've got to trim this back side. Some of you may be wondering why I keep switching out my bobbin thread. Well, white bobbin thread is a whole heck of a lot cheaper than your colored threads, so I'm just being a little thrifty. Not in a hurry, and I can take my time. Okay, so I am almost done with the design. I'm going to put the back side on the last shrimp here, and then we will stuff it and cut our little shrimp out, and we are all done with this project. So tape down my felt here. I've gone ahead and switched out the bobbin thread. Oh, and trim these little strings off before we start the last stitch. Okay. Okay, I am going to pull this off, trim these two little strings here, and we're going to stuff these shrimp. Just want to work in your stuffing very slowly. Almost done. Okay, that should do it. Retape that edge down, put it back in the machine, and stitch our last closure. Okay, great. Our machine is all done stitching. The last step here is to go ahead and remove this from the hoop and just cut out all our shrimp. Great, so we have finished our project and we've made 3 little cute play shrimp for a play kitchen. So this was a really fun and easy design. I hope that you guys were able to learn something with the tutorial today. If you liked my video, make sure you smash that like button and consider subscribing. Until next time, happy crafting!